Joshua Parker here again, and in this video you'll see all the features and cool stuff that the Earth Pulse version 5 can do. And the Earth Pulse version 5 is the latest version of the Earth Pulse pulsed magnetic device, which is a pulsed magnetic endurance device for optimizing your endurance using fairly low-level pulsed magnetics. And the Earth Pulse is a unique device because it combines a static north-facing field with a pulsating field based on the Schumann resonance of the Earth. And so the natural field of the Earth is on the northern hemisphere is a north field, but this zone between the crust of the Earth and the ionosphere is actually pulsating in this range of this Schumann resonance range, which traditionally was 7.83 hertz, and it was such clockwork that instruments were actually calibrated based on the Schumann resonance. In more recent years, this has changed, arguably because of man-made technologies and wireless telecommunication signals, and so much energy is in this biosphere that the resonance has shifted, and now it's not steady at 7.83 hertz like it used to be. And we can use devices like the Earth Pulse to help acclimate your body more towards what we were kind of acclimated to historically in this Schumann resonance range. And so, like I said, this combines the Schumann resonance with a north-facing field. So the way the Earth Pulse works is it has these, and I'm just going to show you this one for now for a minute here. It has these electromagnets, and the electromagnets are real simple. It's a coil as well as a permanent magnet in the center, and so this is pulsed. And when this is placed underneath the mattress of your bed, then it basically creates a pulsating mattress, so to speak, and because it goes through the entire mattress, and so this just plugs in to the Earth Pulse, and the Earth Pulse controls it. This is a focusing ring that can be used to focus the magnetic field to make it more of a pinpointed, direct effect. I typically use the Earth Pulse without the focus ring, and that way the field spans out and covers a wider area. And the Earth Pulse version 5 comes in two different versions. We have the regular version, and this is the Pro version. And the only difference is that the Pro version here actually has inputs or outputs for two electromagnets, whereas the Earth Pulse version 5 has only one. And the cool thing about it is with the Pro version, you can run two electromagnets and they are synced. So they're pulsing at the same rate, and therefore can be used in the same proximity, and there's no problem with interference between the two because they're both lined up with the same pulse rates. So that's how that works. And another cool thing I wanted to show you here in this video is, and this is a third-party product that we use. It's from Voltaic, and it's a really nice slim battery which can be used with the earth pulse. Now, I've been using the earth pulse throughout numerous generations of earth pulse units for actually over a decade, and that's why I'm so into it, because I've seen the benefits. It's helped me a lot with musculoskeletal issues and from sports injuries, and also just with endurance, and I also use it in very with very strategic supplement regimes, like very specific supplements I take along with using the fields, and I find that it helps increase the uptake of the supplements, and gets me even better results from the supplements than if I was not using the earth pulse. But one of the questions that I've gotten a lot over the years is, well, can I use the earth pulse while I'm traveling? And because the earth pulse is a rather powerful device, a normal little small battery is really not going to be sufficient enough to run it for a significant amount of time. So that's where the voltaic battery comes in handy. This is a battery that's actually designed for a laptop, so it'll also run your laptop if you choose to get one of these. You can use it for a laptop, and you can use it for the earth pulse and any other battery backup type of work you want to use. And with the earth pulse, you can just plug it right in here, and then we've got power for the earth pulse anywhere we want to go, and it'll last for many hours actually on a full charge with the voltaic. And one of the and if you've seen any of the previous versions of the earth pulse before, like the version 4 or previous versions, you'll notice it looks pretty similar. The version 5 looks pretty similar. But one thing I noticed is that the build quality is actually significantly improved in this version 5 unit. It's a much more solid unit. The plugins are right angle plugins, which is nice and convenient. It doesn't get in the way as much, and overall the convenience of being able to run 2 electromagnets at the same time is really nice as well, especially if you have a spouse or a large bed. You can put these 2 electromagnets in different locations under the bed. I also used these in direct contact closer to different parts of my body. I've used it on my lower back and in various other ways over the years as well. When you first turn on the earth pulse, you'll see it's in the recover mode, and it's very simple to change modes. You just press the up or the down key, and that allows you to adjust to all the different programs, and recover is a very important mode. It runs at 9.6 hertz consistently throughout the program, and this frequency has been known to increase endurance and help with performance. So it's a great program for recovery and for endurance and overall just overall performance. So when you get to the program you want to use, you press the select key, and you'll see it defaults to 8 hours on most programs, and you can see that it's in the recovery mode right here. And if you want to adjust the time more or less than 8 hours, you just simply use the up down keys and then press the start start stop button or select start button, and then it'll start the program. And you can see it's in the recover mode because it's got the R on the screen, and then you see a 70%. And one of the new features in the version 5 units is you can adjust the intensity of the magnetic field by simply pressing up and down once the program starts, and that you can see from the percentage. So default is 70%, and you can adjust that down or up. And it's interesting because intensity actually will affect the kinds of harmonics that come through the field. So it actually can change the effect quite dramatically. So I encourage you to play around with the percentage, the intensity, and see what works best for you. And you can see it's ticking down the time because it's already at 7:44 since it's been a minute, and that'll run until